This is chapter number 2 about computational thinking and algorithm, and I will cover all the multiple choice questions related to this chapter. Question number 1. For a problem we face in real world situation, what is the correct sequence of steps? Correct sequence of steps क्या है? Means हम कैसे इसको solve करते हैं? Make some solution करते बनाते हैं? Understand the real world problem. Instruct the computers to behave accordingly. Options available here means sequence. We are following the sequence like 1, 2, 3. Option B 1, 3, 2. Option C 2, 1, 3. Option D 2, 3, 1. The correct option is C because we used to follow the sequence from 2 that is B and then 1 that is A and then 3 that is C. First, we must understand the problem, then design a solution, and finally implement it by instructing the computer. Question number 2. Which of the following are types of computing problems? Counting problems, set problems, decision problems, 1 and 2, 1 and 3, 2 and 3, 1, 2 and 3. The correct option is 1, 2 and 3. Because the main types of computing problem include decision problems, search problems, and counting problems. All are involving. Computational thinking refers to programming, thinking like a computer, coding, logically solving problem. The correct option is D, that is logically solving problems. Because computational thinking focuses on logical reasoning and systematic problem solving. Question number 4. To solve such problem, we need provide the move, provide the start state, provide the end state, all of the above. The correct option is all of the above because such problem requires defining the start state, the possible moves or operation, and the goal or end statement or end state. Question number 5. The 8 queens puzzle is an example of which problem? Sorting, searching, counting, both A and B. The correct option is searching. Justification. The 8 queens puzzle requires searching through possible board arrangement to find a valid solution. Question number 6. Finding the location of an element within a given value is called search, traversal, sorting, none of these. The correct option is the search. Because searching is the process of finding the position or location of a required value in data. Question number 7. In an IPO chart, IPO stands for input, plan, output, input, program, output, input, process, output, input, proceed, output. The correct option is input, process, and output. Because the IPO model divides a system into 3 parts, that is input, process, and output. ये question last time board में आया था multiple choice question में. Question number 8. In counting problems, if event A has m choices and event B has n choices, the total combinations are m plus n, m minus n, m times n, m divided by n. The correct option is m times n. Because according to the counting principle, when one event has m choices and another has n choices, the total number of combinations should be m times n. Problem solving mainly involves defining the problem, designing a problem, implementing the solution, all of the above. It should be all of the above. The correct option is exactly all of the above. Because problem solving mainly involves these steps that are defining the problem, designing a plan, and implementation of the solution. Question number 10. Breaking a large problem into smaller parts is called pattern recognition, abstraction, decomposition, algorithm design. The correct option is decomposition. In decomposition, it divides a complex problems into smaller, manageable sub-problems. Question number 11. Removing unnecessary details to focus on essential information is known as abstraction, decomposition, algorithm, pattern recognition. The correct option is the abstraction. Because in abstraction is used to simplify a problem by ignoring unnecessary or irrelevant information or detail and focusing only the important or implementation part only. Question number 12. Identifying similarities among problem is called abstraction, pattern recognition, decomposition, coding. Correct answer is pattern recognition because pattern recognition helps identify similarities among problems so that similar solution methods can be used. Question number 13. An algorithm is defined as a programming language, a step-by-step procedure to solve a problem. It should be like this option. A type of a computer, a data structure. The correct option is a step-by-step procedure to solve a problem. Justification is that an algorithm is a step-by-step method used to solve a problem systematically point of view. Question number 14. Which property of an algorithm ensure that it eventually stops definiteness, finiteness, input, output? The correct option is finiteness. Because finiteness means an algorithm must terminate after a finite number of steps. Which property ensure that every step of an algorithm is clearly defined? Definiteness, input, output, efficiency. The correct option is definiteness. Because it means each step of the algorithm must be precise, clear, and unambiguous. Question number 16. Which component of an algorithm represents the data supplied to solve a problem? Input, output, process, flowchart. The correct option is the input because an input refers to the values or information provided to the algorithm's part processing. Question number 17. The result produced after processing input in the algorithm is called output, decision, condition, loop. The correct option is output because output is the final result produced after the algorithm processes the input. Question number 18. In the IPO model, the processing stage is responsible for accepting data, converting input into useful output, displaying result, storing files. The correct option is converting input into useful output because the processing stage works on the input data and transform it into meaningful output. Question number 19. A decision problem normally produces which type of result? Numeric values, yes, no answer. Sorted list, graph. Correct option is B, that is yes, no answer because it will give only true or false like that. A decision problem usually gives a binary result such as yes, no, or true or false. Question number 20. Counting problems aim to determine whether a solution exists, the number of possible solutions, the shortest path, the largest element. Correct answer is the number of possible solutions. Because counting problems are used to find how many possible solutions or outcomes exist. Question number 21. Which tool is commonly used to represent the logical steps of an algorithm graphically? IPO chart, flowchart, table, and graph. The correct option is flowchart because a flowchart uses standard symbols and arrows to show the sequence of logical steps in an algorithm. Question number 22. Which flowchart symbol represent our decision? Rectangle symbol, diamond, oval, or arrow? The correct option is the diamond symbol because diamond symbol represents a decision or condition in a flowchart. Question number 23. Which symbol is used for start and end in a flowchart? Rectangle, diamond, oval, parallelogram. The correct option is oval because the oval or terminator symbol is used to show the start or end of a flowchart. Question number 24. Which flowchart symbol represents input or output? Option A is rectangle, option B is parallelogram, option C is diamond, and option D is arrow. The correct option is parallelogram because a parallelogram symbol is used for input and output operations in a flowchart. Question number 25. Which flowchart symbol represents a processing step? Rectangle, oval, diamond, parallelogram. The correct option is rectangle because the rectangle symbol represents a processing or computation steps in a flowchart. Question number 26. Algorithm efficiency refers to algorithm color, time and resource required, programming language used, and or fourth option is screen resolution. The correct option is time and resources required because algorithm efficiency measures how much time and resources an algorithm need to solve a problem. Question number 27. Algorithm steps. The sequence of instructions in an algorithm must be random, logical, colorful, complex. It should be logical because algorithm must follow a logical and well-ordered sequence of steps to solve a problem correctly. Question number 28. Which of the following is not part of computational thinking? Decomposition, pattern recognition, abstraction, or printing? Printing is not a part of the computational thinking because computational thinking includes decomposition, pattern recognition, abstraction, and algorithmic thinking, not printing. Question number 29. Designing a step-by-step procedure before coding helps to increase confusion, reduce error, delete data, slow the computer. It used to reduce errors. Because planning an algorithm before coding improves clarity and help reduce programming errors. Question number 30, that is algorithm related. An algorithm should be written in programming language only, English-like statement, binary language, assembly language. The correct option is English-like statements. Algorithms are usually written in simple English-like statements or pseudocodes, so they are easy to understand by the programmer or other people. Question number 31. Arrows in the flowcharts represents data storage, direction of flow, processing, input, direction of flow. Arrows in a flowchart shows the direction of flow from one step to the next. Question number 32. In an IPO chart, for calculating the sum of two numbers, the numbers themselves are output, input, process, decision. It should be input because the two numbers are the input values given to the system before processing takes place. Question number 33. The result obtained after adding two numbers is process, input, output, decision. The correct option is output because the sum produced after processing the input value is called the output. Question number 34. Logical thinking is important in programming because it helps solve problems correctly, increase computer speed, change hardware, delete files. The correct option is help solve problems correctly because logical thinking helps programmers to solve problems accurately and systematically. Question number 35. After designing an algorithm, the next step is usually compilation, coding, formatting, printing. That is the coding step. After designing the problem, it usually implemented by writing code in a programming language and then after programmer work starts.